This is more of a technical question. What camera did you use? And what
there we go.
House lights.
Yeah. You got to see these pretty faces. Camera question. A7. A7R2 Sony. It's an HD 4K camera. Very small, mobile. I put a bunch of stuff on the rig, but that was a camera piece.
How do you think it looked?
It's good. I like the look.
He's a cinematographer.
There are other issues. There are other issues, but yeah, it was
good. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Well, the first question is what cameras you use. I figure he's probably.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it.
Actually, did an interview with you in an alleyway.
Oh, really?
Hey, what you got going on?
Hey, I'll do interviews wherever it takes. Byways, AMC theaters, you name it.
$5 a day?
Oh, yeah. All you guys got screwed on that picture. Not me, but.
Are you ready? Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, congratulations. It was such a great movie. My question is, because I have worked with Dean, how did you become a part of this project? I worked on Hellcat. Is it Hellcat? No. The last show that you guys just did. You just did. Yes, Dean.
The last movie I just did?
The last TV show.
The last TV show, Hit the Floor.
Hit the Floor. I can't even think. See, I don't even go through my resume. I'm like, what did I work on?
Hellcats, I like that though.
Yeah.
I'll do that television show as well.
It was great, I know.
I became part of this through Princeton, and we talked about the project, and sorry if this is a little wonky. We talked about the project, and and I looked at some of his previous work, and we discussed what was going on. He's friends with a friend of mine who vouched and said he's a good guy. After meeting with him, I felt like I was very comfortable with him as a director and as a person, and we went to work. And it was great, and hopefully we'll collaborate again.
Question for Stefanie.
And can I just add, this is Mr. Mick Foley.
I was very fortunate to be in the area when this was showing. I really enjoyed it. And I'm wondering, the lead actor had the opportunity to pick the woman of his dreams.
Date that on.
Yeah, and he picked you. How does that make you? He created you.
Yes.
So he did more than pick you. He created you. How does it make you feel, and how did the casting process go about?
It made me feel great because I was me. But as far as the casting process, like I said, I saw the breakdown for Sophia, and I just thought to myself, I've never done sci-fi, and I've never been a robot. So I was like, immediately, I'm in. I have to do this. And then I read the script, and I was like, this is super sexy. It's fun, but it's tasteful. So I said, I have to be Sophia. I was bugging him. I went into the audition. I felt like I nailed it. And then I was like, come on, Princeton. I would email him. I'm like, come on, this is me.
You had the part. Okay.
Can I follow up? Can I follow up with a question about the script?
Yes.
Because it was Brian Ackley wrote.
Yes.
Was it a script that was already out there, or was it an idea? Yeah.
The scenes that I had with Michael, who's David Vaughn, that was already done.
Okay.
And that's what drew me to it. So, as far as
the script was written specifically for the project, so it wasn't shot or anything like that.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Really good.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah,
I think
really good.
I think he wrote you on Twitter or something.
He did, yeah.
He's good at, oh boy.
he's a huge fan. He's a huge fan.
Can be used for good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really made me think, and makes me wonder, when will this technology actually be available to us?
Next week. It really is kind of already here.
There is a Sophia robot.
This is for Princeton. How did it feel like, me being the digital compositor, and I only saw little bits and snippets, work on the shots I worked on, and finally seeing everything come together for you?
Guys, this is Blaine Ackerman, who did the other part of our digital effects. I got to give him love. The first time we met. Wow. Yes. First time we met. Is Mike Roby here? There he is. Mike Roby did our effect. You're getting applause before we even said your name. That's awesome. Mike Roby did our visual effects. He's a veteran, and he's one of our unsung heroes. He's behind us. But what was your question?
I was saying, how did it feel to see all the work everybody's been doing come together?
Oh my God, man! I didn't get a chance to see this until on the big screen with everybody else. I've been seeing from a small screen to approve cuts. I didn't have time to go and look at every single one. It was just too crazy. So I saw the work you did. Mike would send me the work he did, and then our editor Zach would put it into the timeline, and I would just watch and make sure everything was good. But I didn't get a chance to actually watch it until our New York screening on before Valentine's Day. We did a private screening, and I just loved it. I love seeing everything put together and all the hard work you guys did. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anna Padilla-Ackerman. I'm Blaine's mother.
Hi, Anna.
I came in here not knowing what to expect, okay? And I just want you to know that this is actually a thinking man's film, and it's really good. I just want you to know that as someone that has nothing to do with business. Excellent.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
I have a question for the audience.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like, having seen the film and watched it out, do you feel like it was a cautionary tale, or did you feel like, where do I get my Sexbot?
Both.
Well, a little bit of both. Because we talked about this before. For instance, I thought it'd be pretty much a cautionary tale, but people are going, "Hey, boy, so where do I get my Sexbot?"
On Twitter, people are like, "Where's mine?" I'm signing right up. I had a bad year of relationships, and I'm like, "Yo, what is happening?" But hey, whatever, Go ahead.
When Dean's character goes into the back, I mean, you get the idea that he's going to be Dean's character will be proven wrong, and instead he comes through with a pretty emphatic. Dean's character comes through with a pretty emphatic statement on why this technology, or these e-mates are helpful.
So I thought you were convinced by the monologue that page.
Yeah, when he went into the back, I thought, okay, now he's going to reveal him as this kind of sleazy sideshow type carnival guy, and instead you come out of it saying. He's got some legitimate points there. Yeah. It was pretty fiery. If you had a little Rocky music, I really enjoyed it. And on a personal aside to Dean, Steve Wolf says hello.
Yes. That's what I was talking about earlier. Wrestling fan, always Steve. Of course. Yeah, and actually the monologue wasn't written that way. I just did it. I'm kidding. No, it was. It was great. Although I was a little surprised at how many pages it was. But,
and then they said in a couple of articles said, this is an actor's dream. I'm like, afterwards.
It's a fine line between a dream and a nightmare. It was like 6 pages? What is it?
It was 6 pages, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Jason Robart has in one of the greatest monologues in history in a movie called Shortcuts. My bad. Jack Lemmon. On a movie called Shortcuts by Robert Altman. That scene lasts 9.5 minutes. It's just Jack, and it's stunning. So Brian and I are big fans of monologues in movies. Quentin uses them all the time, and we know that. Hey, you know what? We want to give an actor. Sorry about the 6 pages. You want to give him some juice, give him some meat. That's any advice there. Just make sure you give them something good to sink their teeth into, and you have a shot at possibly convincing a larger actor to do your project. Not a guarantee, but it's just a shot.
This question is for Shannon. this is being like what your first? No, I don't need that screen. This is your first acting role. How did you feel?
Well, it's not my first acting role. It's probably my biggest so far. But yeah, it felt extremely nerve-wracking to have such amazing, actors on set and a part of the cast. So it was extremely intimidating, to say the least. Yeah.
That's my sister, guys. I'm very proud of her.
Mine's more of a comment to answer your question earlier about Cautionary Tale. I thought it was interesting how, I forgot the character's name, I'm sorry. The brother gave up his bot after he'd been with her for a while because she couldn't, feel the emotion and the whole 9 yards. So it'd be interesting to see what happened with the couple at the end, who clearly they're contemplating adding a character for her to see, 6 months, a year from now, what happens to them. So, just in the long run, whereas the female character, she was with her boyfriend for like a year or whatever. So I don't know, I thought it was an interesting mix of people's reactions, even in the movie, to real life with these bots, that's all.
Thank you. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, that sounds like a sequel.
You gotta watch the series.
2051.
Series. With some answers in like episode 7.
Which is very the outcome. I thought it was interesting how different people reacted in the movie.
That was a good point. Westworld.
Going back to the concern of the precaution, the simple address of 666, and then
Finally, somebody gets it.
and then biting the apple. I sat there and I just went, "Oh God, that is awesome!"
Hey, Dean, that one, you gotta give me some props on. It was on the set, and I don't know what it was. I was like, hey, why don't we try to do it? And he just boom, without even questioning where the apple had been or how long it had been there. That's an actor. That's a professional. And I have another example of that. Chris McKinney over here, when he's eating that ice cream in that scene with Drew, which usually gets a lot of laughs in our screenings. That ice cream, that Ben and Jerry's had been in there for God knows how long.
Yeah, it was frostbitten.
That's so good.
It's not like it goes bad, right?
No, it just didn't taste good.
You couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's good. I get it. Yeah, I had. We were supposed to stop and get some brand new ice cream, and we didn't. So we were like, oh, let's just use this. Good enough.
And that's filming.
And him being the actor he is, he said, he goes, nope, I'm going to eat this, and I know the character needs to always eat, so like Brad Pitt does in a couple of movies. And he just went for it, he didn't ask twice. Me, freezer burn ice cream, and then I couldn't. You could?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you gotta do that.
I wouldn't talk about acting. That would be at home.
You just get the top up.
Oh, the top.
Yeah, it's like mold. Take the mold off.
Except it's different.
We had people mention that was. I'm glad that we had that impromptu moment on set where we were so collaborative about it because some people mentioned that him biting the apple was a single way of showing the audience that he's actually doing it. So that if you're wondering, like, hey, this guy's sort of a robot too that's running this thing, that biting the apple since they can't eat and drink. And that's just the guys. That's the thing about it.
You talking about it.
No, but you had other ideas on how to do that. Did we talk about the apple being into that?
We did at the end. Okay.
Well, there you go.
See, that'll happen. A lot of that stuff happens on my father's a director. He'll go to Q&As and do things, or he was doing a lecture at UCLA. And people were like, I thought it was really amazing that you did this, over here to do that, and make this go like that. And he was like, yeah, and they go, obviously that shows that this happened here and that was this. And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, we actually didn't have enough time to shoot it any other way. That's what we did. And, people find that kind of stuff happens all the time in filmmaking. It's like that Raiders of the Lost Ark thing where the guy comes out with a big sword and does the whole thing, and Harrison Ford just pulls out the gun and shoots him because he had dysentery. He couldn't stand up straight, and they were supposed to shoot a big fight that day. He's like, why don't I just take my gun out and shoot him? And then you have cinematic magic.
There you go.
I'm not putting the apple in that category, but I'm saying
Yeah, that kind of stuff happens. I don't usually remember. I'm bad at remembering what I might have said to that actor that day. And people always ask me, I'm like, I have no idea. I feel like with them, I'm in the trenches. They're doing all the work, and I'm kind of in the moment with them and kind of in battle. Trying to get it right, so I'm not going to remember what if I said something clever. I'll remember that they did. They're the ones that I'm trying to say, what do you think? I'm trying to find out what their ideas are. If it works, we're going to use it. So, is that it? Awesome. Thank you guys for coming out with me.